How you doing? I'm Brett Bastard.
I'm Derek Bastard. You're watching
Bastard TV. And it's spring. Okay, folks, so today we want to talk a little bit about mesh goggles. We know that there's a number of fields that are uncomfortable with letting people use bio with mesh goggles, and we wanted to do some testing just to find out exactly what the risk is. So what we decided to do is shoot a couple of different objects. So we got some glasses, we got some mesh goggles, and shoot them with styrene, shoot them with bio, and just see if what we thought was actually happening is actually happening.
Well, basically we want to disprove the history, or we want to show the actual what is the truth of what happens to the behavior when a BB strikes your glasses, mesh glasses, specifically bio, but we're going to use styrene as well as a comparative.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of cases I've seen with my own eyes is what happens when the old bio BB strike mesh. There are fragments and powder that go in and can go right through into your eyes. Obviously that's not good. We don't even want to allow mesh on the fields, because if anything can get through and into your eyes, that's not good. So,
in my own personal opinion, I've never trusted mesh. As far as I'm concerned, mesh goggles are not iPro.
No.
They don't meet any standard. They were thought up because people got sick and tired of fogging, and they're in my opinion, they're an unacceptable trade-off. And quite frankly, some of the mesh goggles out there, even the thick ones, number one, they still bend under a strike, and number two, they're you can still see. It's easier to see through polycarb. So hang in there. We're going to show you some video shortly and do a voiceover and let you know what we found out.
Absolutely. We're going to go shoot stuff and drink beer.
That's kind of how we roll.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back.
So just to clarify there, what I meant to say was that with a lot of the mesh goggles, you can actually they don't really enhance your vision very much over foggy polycarb. But this is our control. So this is a pair of rated paintball goggles that are brand new, that I had bought at Flag Raiders, had never used because I had to use them. And as you can see there was quite a bit of fragmentation, but nothing went into the goggles, obviously. First test: Eco 2.5 gram against mesh. Ooh.
Look at the little pieces inside the mesh. And yes, this is eco, but this happens with styrene as well. We'll show you.
Which you'll see in a little while, but the important thing here is to note that there's a good amount of stuff going inside the glasses. And the interesting thing to note is we may have some pictures of this. I don't think we do, but take our word for it. The shards that came off the shards that came off the mesh versus the shards that came off of the paintball goggles, completely different,
much smaller, much finer pieces,
and way more jagged. What's happening is the outer layer of the BBs, anything that's got a polish on, if you've ever broken a BB, you know that there's kind of a hardish shell on the outside with some of the higher quality BBs. So that shell is coming off, but it's actually fracturing, because what's happening is the mask is denting in, and the sides of that little indentation now are grabbing the BB and tearing it. And you're getting these little jagged edged pieces of plastic flying into the mask. So again, this is eco, and we expected this to happen, which is, I mean, there's the going thing is you don't mesh and eco don't mix. So the problem we had is we're like, well, I've been shooting styrene for a long time, and I'm pretty confident that what you just saw with eco, and see all the little pieces down in the bottom center that have gone inside. There's one flying up towards the screen,
right into your eye.
I was pretty sure that I've shot styrene against what? Brick walls and glass?
Brick walls, radios, hard surfaces that are going to be on your person.
Jay's head.
And they tend to break a lot bigger pieces.
Yeah.
Because the BB crushes instead of fracturing into small pieces. So if it does break, it breaks into larger pieces. What's happening with the mesh is actually acting as knives. It's actually grating the BB as it hits. And this happens on both styrene and eco, to be clear.
Yeah. And
you can see it plain as day. The shots against the polycarbonate were larger, and the shots against the mesh were much finer and smaller on both types of BBs and various brands.
So here's the proof. This is styrene against the mesh goggle. It's almost no difference in behavior except the
look
chip
to the
size
top right of your screen. That piece is inside the glass. the mesh.
Yeah. Those two pieces that are moving across the screen, if in fact you can see them, are moving across the mesh. I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube in a very high definition format so that this is visible if you expand it to like a 32-inch monitor.
Yeah, there's a piece.
There's another piece that's
this is styrene.
There's a piece there, though. There's two now. One on the right side, one on the left side, transiting across. That one was outside, but I think the one on the right is on the inside. I'm not sure. Nope, it's outside.
Nope, it's outside, but still.
Well, I mean, now all you need is a little bit of wind to drive that back into your mass.